The Top 10 Best Spiritual Books by the SpottyDogg Reviews. 1. The Power of Now, A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment by Eckhart. Tolle. To make the journey into the now, we will need to leave our analytical mind and its false created self, the ego, behind. From the very first page of Eckhart Tolle's extraordinary book, we move rapidly into a significantly higher altitude, where we breathe a lighter air. We become connected to the indestructible essence of our being, the eternal, ever-present one, life beyond the myriad forms of life that are subject to birth and death. Although the journey is challenging, Eckhart Tolle uses simple language and an easy question and answer format to guide us. 2. The Four Agreements, A Practical Guide to Personal Freedom by Don Miguel. Sit at the foot of a native elder and listen, as great wisdom of days long past is passed down. In the Four Agreements, shamanic teacher and healer Don Michael Ruiz exposes self-limiting beliefs and presents a simple, yet effective code of personal conduct learned from his Toltec ancestors. Full of grace and simple truth, this handsomely designed book makes a lovely gift for anyone making an elementary change in life, and reads in a voice like one would expect an indigenous shaman to sound. The Four Agreements are these: be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions. Always do your best. 3. Choose to believe, A Practical Guide to Living Your Dreams by Tutt. In this book, author Tutt gives you everything you need to understand the power of belief and put it into action in your life. You'll get hundreds of references to scientific studies, which have proven that our beliefs have a tremendous impact on the events in our lives. You'll also get a complete bibliography list of other books, to get more information, if you feel you need it. Also explains, in minute detail, why the connection between our beliefs and reality is not as obvious as you'd think it should be. Once you understand the concept Alan calls the belief hierarchy, it all makes sense. Of course, understanding why the power of belief works is only part of the solution. 4. The Art of Happiness, A Handbook for Living by the Dalai Lama. This will be the first book by the Dalai Lama written to appeal to a general audience and focusing on the practical application of his spiritual values. The Dalai Lama's commentary is amplified and augmented from a contemporary Western perspective by psychiatrist Howard Cutler, to make this a genuinely accessible self-help guide. Addressing every kind of daily problem, the subjects covered include the sources of happiness, desire and greed, marriage and romance, resolving conflict, facing our suffering, overcoming fear and anxiety, anger and hatred, honesty and self-confidence. 5. The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, A Practical Guide to the Fulfillment of Your Dreams by Dr. Deepak Chopra. This is a book you will cherish for a lifetime, for within its pages Deepak Chopra offers a life-altering perspective on the attainment of success. Filled with timeless wisdom, the essence of his teachings is distilled into 7 simple, yet powerful principles that can easily be applied to create success and abundance in all areas of your life. Over 3 million copies sold worldwide. 6. Getting into the Vortex Guided Meditations, Audio and User Guide Vortex of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks. New York Times best-selling authors Esther and Jerry Hicks present the teachings of multidimensional group consciousness. Abraham has emphasized the importance of our conscious alignment with the source within us, to live the life of our dreams. They have let us know that our natural state of being is inside our vortex of creation in complete alignment with source energy, and that every aspect of our physical experience reflects our alignment with, or resistance to, that connection. Everything, from the physical well-being of our bodies, the clarity of our minds, and the abundance we allow to flow, to the satisfaction in every relationship we experience, is impacted by our all-important relationship with our vortex. 7. Awaken the giant within, how to take immediate control of your mental, emotional, physical and financial life. By Anthony Robbins. Wake up and take control of your life. From the best-selling author of Inner Strength, Unlimited Power, and Money Master the Game, Anthony Robbins, the nation's leader in the science of peak performance, shows you his most effective strategies and techniques for mastering your emotions, your body, your relationships, your finances, and your life. The acknowledged expert in the psychology of change, Anthony Robbins provides a step-by-step program teaching the fundamental lessons of self-mastery that will enable you to discover your true purpose, take control of your life, and harness the forces that shape your destiny. 8. 1 quote a day, Mind Trained. By Ansa. Writing is to the mind what exercise is to the body. Those that love reading have everything within their reach. Paul Walker, Vin Diesel, Einstein, and many other stars have also been allocated in the book. The quotes are sources of guidance in times of need. They can give us inspiration in times of struggle. Success is not final and struggle is not forever. Enjoy 365 days in a year, 365 quotes, 1 quote a day. 9. Brave New World. By Aldous Huxley. Aldous Huxley is rightly considered a prophetic genius and one of the most important literary and philosophical voices of the 20th century, and Brave New World is his masterpiece. From the author of The Doors of Perception, Island, and countless other works of fiction, non-fiction, philosophy, and poetry, comes this powerful work of speculative fiction that has enthralled and terrified readers for generations. Brave New World remains absolutely relevant to this day as both a cautionary dystopian tale in the vein of the George Orwell classic 1984, and as thought-provoking, thoroughly satisfying entertainment. 10. The Book, On the Taboo Against Knowing Who You Are. Paperback. By Alan Watts. Alan Wilson Watts (1915–1973) was a British-born philosopher, writer, and speaker, best known as a popularizer of Eastern philosophy. He and his then-wife left England for America in 1938 on the eve of WWII, and he became an Episcopal priest, but he left the priesthood in 1950 and moved to California, where he became a cult figure in the beat movement of the 1950s. He wrote in the preface to this 1966 book, "This book explores an unrecognized but mighty taboo, our tacit complicity to ignore who, or what, we really are." Briefly, the thesis is that the prevalent sensation of oneself, as a separate ego enclosed in a bag of skin, is a hallucination, which accords neither with Western science nor with the experimental philosophy religions of the East. All books available at Amazon.